Greetings, I am Lies.
And I am Scandal.
And let's lie about our finances together.
Yes! Let's not talk about our financial situation together.
Let's disrespect our friends' profession together.
Yay!
It's not even their profession. It's just we don't know what Regina's financial position is, and us, continually using and at this point exploiting her labor when we have no idea how we're ever going to pay her makes both of us very uncomfortable.
Oh God, we're gonna do it anyway.
I'm gonna restore the entire thing, and she's gonna work on it.
I'm gonna die inside.
You okay up there? She's not even up there. I love it. There's nothing there.
She might be. We have to scroll up though first, but don't touch the screen because my friend, it doesn't move at all.
It doesn't move in the cutscenes.
Yes.
I just was picturing her bundled in a corner over here behind the side.
Going.
But she's up on the roof.
Head leans around the side. What are you talking about?
Right. There. You're not even up there. You're behind the...
That's behind.
Where? Are you on a weird ladder?
What?
You're on the ground behind it.
Oh
It's
God,
fine.
I'm fine.
That's hilarious.
Should be easy enough. Go ahead and clean up the stage.
There's a tree growing through the stage you might want us to remove.
Yeah.
Where did that even come from? Right. Give me a hand with this, Mr. Jones. I can't see the tree that should be growing through the piano to be growing through the roof, but we got this.
Yes. First dance. I figured this was eventually going to come up.
Are you saying that this floor got this wrecked after you had your first dance not too many years ago?
Dude.
What did you do?
They are the dancing kings.
Come out here and destroy
We
it?
are the dancing queens, only 95.
Only 80. I'm just like, somebody had to come out here and vandalize this. It does not go to shit in that way in a few years.
All right.
Mr. Jones?
What?
Mr. Jones
and
me.
Mr. Jones, dance with me.
There we go.
What? Oh, of course, Miss Roberts, please, pass the pottery.
Right. Why are all these plants up here anyway?
I also love the fact that they were like, okay, so we made this model, and he just has his briefcase. We can't put the briefcase down.
Nope, he has to carry it at all times, even when he's helping and working.
Yep.
I'm imagining him reaching up and grabbing the pots while he's holding the briefcase.
That's what I was going
going, your dedication is so strong.
I am a lawyer!
Yes.
You need to understand how much of a lawyer I am. I'm so lawyered that it's been glued to my hand. This is actually an extension of my arm. And he tries to he unfolds his hands and it hangs from his palm. And
this is just part of who I am. Plaps it up there, it pops open. He's like, it's now might as well be a piece of my anatomy. It's fine.
Food me.
And you're like, woo! All of my clothes Velcro off around this arm because I can't put anything over my arm.
You know what you become soon at some age. Eventually one part of your body will begin to grow a thing. You go, that is what I am. It's my quirk.
I found my identity, finally.
At long last.
Right. Oh, wow. How long has this piano been left here? And why did they need a piano and a gramophone? And that poor damn gramophone, who left it outside? Yikes. Also, again, boards don't just peel themselves off like that. And Regina, you removed the tree that wasn't growing through the stage but was still growing through the roof. Well done!
Hey! Does that come with carpentry?
Right.
Has been quite some time since I've been on this part of the estate. Years and years, to be certain.
Oh, so you danced together when she was married.
Hey,
okay.
check it out. An old-timey gramophone.
Rather than a new-timey gramophone.
Well, we can't have new-timey gramophones. It doesn't sound as cool. And we won't earn hashtag nostalgia points.
But I would hashtag modern gramophone.
The perfect thing on which to listen to some swing.
Yeah, just screw the other types of music, I guess.
Yeah, we don't need any more.
It's not perfect for any other type of music. Gramophones get wrecked, only swing.
Swingy phones. I have fond memories of that gramophone.
It looks a little beat up. Wonder if Luke could fix it. Even though the last thing I asked him to fix, he fixed with a sledgehammer. Maybe not, Luke.
Can we? Never mind.
He also fixed his car with a sledgehammer when he got angry. Now, I admit he was angry, but maybe not a sledgehammer to the gramophone. I'll ask later. Lots to do here in the meantime.
Okay, so for me, going to her, so the instance of the money discussion, because it's on my mind, because I literally cannot drop it.
Nope.
Because it makes me anxious. Is going so really, you just did it for a gag where apparently both Luke and Regina are suddenly going off about how expensive everything is, and look how expensive this is, and how much expense, blah, 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 etc., etc.
Just to make Lily anxious?
Yeah, for that episode, that little section alone, and now we dropped the gag.
Yeah, because it's not coming up again.
I'm also so do they know? Because that's the cruelest goddamn thing I can think of to ever really come up.
Oh God, I know my friend is super anxious about this thing that they don't think I know about, and I'm going to just casually jab them about it forever.
Or I'm trying to make light of it. It's totally fine, except for the fact that, again, because what we have is some form of guest culture, so we have no idea what's going on. Like, it bugs the crap out of me.
Also, down here at the base of the stage next to that dead grass, how do you shatter a board?
No kidding.
Holy crap.
I don't think that's like, oh, it's roots. Those are roots.
Oh, good.
Roots.
Because that looked like a shattered
Yeah,
board
I was like,
to
dude,
me, and I was
wow.
like, whoa.
Somebody did an amazing butt stomp there.
They just
Mario showed up.
Pounded it. Yes.
This was one from one of the Mario Odyssey worlds.
Yep.
It was just very small.
Woo. I'm still like, how do you get all your boards peeled up and thrown around? Like, that just doesn't...
We have so many.
All right, place walkway lamps. No,
we didn't
not
even
until
talk
the
about
floors.
that. We also talked about the piano. We've talked...
Sure, let's just uncover the piano. Let's start with the stage, because if we replace the floor after we clean the stage...
So again, if you know anything about cleaning, you want to go from the top to the bottom, because if anything settles or falls, it's going to go down on the ground.
Yes, it is going to mess up the area you just cleaned.
Yes.
Wonder if this thing still works. Actually, a lot of pianos, if they're not too exposed to the weather, will work for a very long time, but it will need tuned.
Well, let's check it out.
Almost certainly tuned, especially if you get winter and moisture up here.
What?
I reached up. It took me an entire 60 seconds to go ping.
It's slowly like sliding off under. Regina, what are you doing, Lily? Shh. My moment.
It's I'm performing. I've always wanted to perform on stage since last minute.
Oh, honey, is that what you sing all the time? That's really cute.
It might be. It might be a repressed dream of mine. Anyway, look, one key works. Ping.
All right. It's actually in remarkably good shape. Definitely needs to be cleaned, though. Pop it open.
Oh,
Do
God.
you know how to play with a piano? Oh my God! Okay, so pianos
instruments
are like incredibly sensitive, especially to like weather. So I'm like, you literally stuck this piano outside.
Now, pianos can go outside, but they're affected by temperature as well, which can change their tuning over the seasons. There is actually a program in a town that I lived in called like Pianos About Town, and it basically just has a bunch of outdoor pianos, and they cover them during the rain and stuff like that. And I think they take them in during the winter. I'm not sure.
I think they
like
do
into
too.
local businesses. I say, but all summer long, you just have these pianos outdoors where everyone can use them, and all of them have like fun art on them and stuff like that too.
They're really neat.
You really do have to tune them when you get like or they sound different on like really hot days and really cold days,
right?
And since they like the metal heats and cools so often throughout the heat of the day and the cold of the winter, what have you, heat of the summer, cold of the winter, you really have to tune them due to that. So this has been sitting out here for years.
I can't imagine. Yeah, this is gonna sound terrible.
There was a book beneath the sheet, a second book, because we already found one over there.
I had a book.
Now we have another one.
Ah, it's a guest book. Cute. I remember when websites had these.
Oh God, I remember that too. Please sign the guest book so I know who's been to my website.
Oh my God! I was trying really hard not to remember that. I remember they were everywhere on like GeoCities and like all those little tiny sites. Like everybody has their own site.
Everybody like, here's my fandom site, and sign the guest book so I know who was here. Really?
Yes, I had.
Oh my God, I never did, but I've never had a website.
I had a fan site.
Oh God. Okay, can I ask?
What
was your fan site?
It was Cardcaptor Sakura.
Except
at the time, so because thanks to Nelvana and the edit of Cardcaptor Sakura, it was Cardcaptors for me.
Right.
So that's super goddamn
That's
funny.
Adorable.
Oh my God.
All right, so who remembers guest books on websites? Because that is older. That is like super 90s. Wow. Oh, cute. I remember when we had that. So great.
So who came to your great aunt's famous parties?
I don't know. I was 3.
Oh. I was dead.
I was 3.
I was non-existent.
A bunch of people I've never heard of. Okay.
Mamie Henny.
Edgar Barris, Barry Means.
Much Dove.
Lean Darling. It's Lean Darling.
Lean Darling.
Mac Piano, Next Time Arthur.
Marco
More
DiReggio.
piano.
The pizza was delicious.
All right, Beth
Wait,
DiReggio.
stop. How popular was pizza in '69?
I don't
That
know.
is... Okay, so
Well,
one thing
that's
is...
usual. It would also be a very different kind of pizza. Always a delight.
More
Much-
piano next time, Arthur.
Much love.
Barry
from
Means,
Miriam.
winky face. Miriam Home? Much love. Edgar Barris, always a delight. Hey, the pizza was delicious. Was pizza really common
In America
60s
in the
/
60s?
70s?
I don't know. It could be, but baking it at home in a stone oven was less common for sure.
Oh, yeah.
On the other hand, if she had a victory garden, she might have been like, you know what, let's just make food here. And somebody could have been like, if you have a friend who goes, oh, you know what, you can make pizza in that thing, it can happen.
Right, it's possible.
But that's interesting.
Right?
I see. Edgar Barris and Barry Means here. He wrote a little winky face next to his name, which is really unusual for back in the day.
I mean, I guess you could have a little face, but I'm like, hang on, 1960s/70s.
69.
So my question is going, did they basically, so this is a weird cultural thing. Does anybody actually know if back in this is strictly for the US, obviously, because, or he could have been from another country, I don't know. Like,
did people use basically written emojis very often?
Right? Like draw little faces.
I would imagine. I remember I did all the time when I was a kid, but they weren't emotive faces.
Right.
So it was just circle, a smile. Like, I would see people that just 2 dots and a smile, or 2 dots and a smile with a circle around it, but they weren't making emotion faces. They weren't doing eyebrows and winky faces and stuff.
Right, it was just a smile.
It was just a smiley face.
Yeah,
I did see people do them, but they were generic smiley faces. And the stickers, even back from when I was a kid, like your dentist stickers and your doctor stickers, they were just a basic smiley face. They weren't emojis. They weren't emotive faces.
The universal skin.
You know?
The universal emoji.
So I don't know.
I don't know either. The winky face seems a little weird.
Wait. Barry Means? Where have I heard that name before?
I don't recall it at all, but
Isn't that the one who wrote the book?
Oh, maybe.
Isn't that the one who wrote the book in the greenhouse?
Oh, maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote those books you found in the greenhouse, remember?
Uh-huh. Oh, right, yeah. I guess he was friends with Aunt Mary and Uncle Arthur? All right, so this
We're really not going to solve
well, at least
her
continue.
monetary issues with her, the fact that she's actually an accountant. Just so everybody knows, as far as I can tell, this is ramping up to go. We're going to solve it with the fact that she actually has a secret hidden fortune / stock investment in, like, books or something like that.
Or, like, you know, she actually has the rights to all this book money or something else. Or the money was somewhere else. Who freaking knows?
That's ridiculous. She's an accountant.
What's the prognosis, Dr. Jones? Yeah, why won't she solve this herself? Why won't she look at the files herself? She could look at what the amount of money Mary intended for her to inherit was, and look at what happened to it, and look at how it changed. Like, everything. You literally could do this.
Like, you could...
Also, if you knew anyone at your work, you could ask your accountant, former coworkers, even if they weren't your friends. If you are in good terms with anyone at your work,
right,
you could ask them, be like, hey, could you help me look over some numbers, if you're willing to share your financial stuff.
Right.
Because I know accountants focus in different areas. Not all accountants can do all things.
Oh no, when you have one veterinary person, it means they can do, you know, exotic reptiles.
They can do all animals, because Indiana Jones just does all archaeology. All archaeology.
Which, if you know anything about
archaeology,
he's so embarrassing.
You will know that it is so ridiculous to suggest that an archaeologist just knows all things archaeology, in the same way that if someone is, I am a doctor, they know all things doctor.
God.
Especially, like, I'm a medical doctor, assuming they know all things medical doctor. Someone going, I'm a medical doctor, and you're like, great! They're choking. They'll probably know the Heimlich maneuver. However, if they happen to be an endocrinologist, they're not going to know much about their skin condition.
Right? They are not the same as somebody who's a dermatologist.
I'm an ear, nose, and throat doctor. They've broken their leg. I did learn about setting bones.
I do pediatrics.
I am a foot doctor. But this person...
I'm also I'm a pediatrician. Everyone goes, aren't you a pediatrician? No. That baby.
A podiatrist?
A podiatrist?
No. Oh, God. Anyway.
A pedalo?
So, yes, you are a pedalboat, my friend. I'm Dr. Pedalo.
I'm Dr. Pedalo. Hello, I'll be your pediatristry.
Pedalatrist.
All right, the foundation is actually still pretty solid, but a lot of the boards are missing, and most of the others will need to go, too.
That doesn't look like a foundation. That looks like dirt.
Then I'll hit it with a sealant, and it should be good for another couple decades.
That's good, but that doesn't look like a foundation. That looks like dirt. All right, my dear, this is dirt. Dirt.
Especially in regards to, like, sticking flat wood onto dirt is actually not a very good idea, because guess what happens?
My friend, this is dirt. Well, 1, the dirt shifts. 2, things will try and eat it. But if it's really well sealed wood, you could certainly put it on dirt. But dirt isn't considered a foundation to me.
Not in my experience, anyway. But first, we gotta clean up the whole place.
You mean get rid of all these invasive plants? You can't just lay boards over the grass?
You mean like we haven't done that before? It's fine.
Well, like they say, it takes 2 to take out the trash. They both look like we will destroy this.
Yes.
Why isn't anyone take out the trash, tango later? We danced our way through this. La 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 la. Rudy kicks the weed out of the place with a high leg. It's fine. I dip you down, you grab a weed and pull it.
Yeah, that's the best start I've ever seen in my life. That might even be considered a finish, Regina.
Honestly?
Good finish.
Good finish. Well done.
Hi.
I wonder if I'll need the dance floor when I'm 60. I wonder why there's still a tree up on the stage. Oh, sorry.
Oh, wait, hi.
Also, we should really clean up the border around everything, because that would be good.
Right?
Ugh.
You can marry a third husband right here.
Oh, God.
After the second passes away under mysterious circumstances. Flames coming out of the side of my flames. Out of the side of my face. If you guys haven't seen Clue, oh my God. Okay, so if you can actually go watch the movie Clue with Tim Curry, and there's actually several other, well, at the time they were considered fairly hilarious,
recognizable
known, and
actors.
recognizable, like, especially comedians. It was really damn funny. I'm sorry, like, there are definitely things that are wrong with it, and there's some awkward stuff in there, and I do apologize. There's some stuff, it is a product of its time, which doesn't mean that it's an excuse, it's an explanation.
It's just knowing that this is what people thought was okay at the time.
Yep, but it is still funny, and goddamn, if you can get the version that has all the different endings.
All three endings.
So if you don't know, Clue was also one of those fun experimental ones where they were like, let's go to the theater, and let's show one of 3 random endings, and you could not really tell which night you were gonna get what ending. It was super wild.
Okay.
All right.
Under mysterious circumstances.
Flames.
I'm suspecting you don't like husbands. Wait,
I'm like,
why am I a Black Widow in this scenario? Yes!
it is actually a good question. Like, Regina, why? I'm not saying Regina needs to like her husband, but what I'm getting here very much is basically some soft level of she's very deeply unhappy, and in some ways, unfortunately, what I feel like for the writers is that they mostly think it's funny.
Yes, that
And
her going, I'm going to do husband shaming, I'm going to do the husband is such a pain or useless kind of thing, and going, but why would you make those jokes unless some part of you thought they were accurate or would be completely relatable, because that's how husbands are. And if you're thinking about those things, are you not relating them to your own husband?
Right? Like, this is again one of those things where sometimes I get very critical of basically what I consider to be the heterosexual fandom, more or less, at this point. Of being like, no, that's just normal. You just call your wife or your husband a demon or a monster, and God, you just gotta go back to the old ball and chain. And while I get what it can mean, it's like after a while, especially if you're not in that fandom, or really sometimes you're like struggling or having issues, it's kind of like where you watch siblings tease each other, right? You watch some other siblings make fun of each other or go after each other. As me, having 2 older siblings, I never connected with watching people tear each other apart in a family setting, because for me it was always painful for the most part.
Yeah,
it was always
never
typically
funny, it was never cute. I can't watch a lot of family comedies either, because to me it just looks painful.
Yeah,
I cannot
it
laugh
looks
at
abusive.
the jokes, it just looks like everybody should be hurting.
Which is exactly the problem that I have with a lot of this. And I feel like there's also, in some ways, because people are actually usually pretty unhappy in one way or another, and they're not addressing it, like going to go see a therapist, actually talking to their partner, working on their relationship.
Trying to learn better communication skills, which might be from a therapist.
People
or
just
some
go,
other
well,
form of
the only way
support.
you cope is you just be mean.
Or you just get away from them.
Yeah.
You get away from them. Oh, yeah, I gotta get out of the house, get away from the old shrew kind of thing. And then you go home and, oh, I love you so much. But it's because you got away from them instead of solving the problem. You cooled down, realized there's still things about them that you're connected to.
Right.
And you didn't. And then you go to just engage with those things and you ignore the rest of it until it blows up again.
Right.
And it's like, sure.
Yeah.
Why am I the Black Widow?
Have you seen that house? It screams murder mystery, like Clue.
It's true. I could even throw someone off the balcony. I mean, what?
I know, what?
Ooh, sorry. Restore the floor.
Yes.
Again.
Well, because we actually got to put the boards down.
Restore the
now.
floor.
Restore the floor.
Do I have a magic boards down? She's getting magic
Oh,
board down.
goes it, ladies?
Whoa! Stop putting boards down.
Whew, hey, Grandpa, we're fixing up the dance floor.
Were you much of a dancer, Mr. Jones?
Mr. Jones and
And
me.
me.
Oh, yes, I was known quite well for my proficiency here in the jitterbug.
In the jitterbug.
Jitterbug, excuse me.
Jitterbug.
Jitterbug.
We just moved to Jitterbug.
Oh, we just moved to Jitterbugs.
I love it. Jitterbug's a beautiful
Jitterbug.
city. Beautiful city of
Why?
Jitterbug.
Some nights I'd stay up as late as 10, just jitterbugging as if I hadn't a care in the world. Okay, 10 is not late, and considering what I have heard of in relation to dance parties, that is still pretty early.
That is,
like,
it's probably supposed to be funny because it's supposed to be a joke about basically the
He's old.
old-timiness or he's old or whatever.
right? And I'm like,
But if he was talking about when he's young or what have you, 10 was not super late, unless he's talking about when he was like a kid being delinquent or
because
something.
in some ways, there's actually some recognition of going, hi, by the way, some people actually years ago didn't work nearly as often or as much. So
many hours a week. And that, your 40 hours a week and you were done completely.
Yes.
And sometimes you didn't make the 40 because you didn't need to, and they sent you home early on Friday with full pay.
Yep.
But that didn't make it the gold time and the better time. It just made it a different time. And people still stayed up late way back in the day.
No kidding.
Nope. Way back in the day, nobody stayed out past 8 p.m.
did.
Period.
No, the sun went down and they all went to bed. You know why they always have that stereotype of going, the sun went down and then they get up with the sun?
Because they didn't have electricity.
Because they couldn't see.
Oh
Oh
no
my
one
God.
could see.
Everybody wants to believe that everybody in the past was just dumb and going, oh no, they just slept for 30 hours or
Or
whatever.
just
It's
more responsible, going, well, they went to bed on time, and then they got up like real good Christians with the dawn.
And you're like...
And you're going, no, that was when they could see again.
Right?
Anyway, and it didn't burn oil.
Or take out all their candles, because beeswax wasn't always available to everybody.
And other wax wax could be very expensive.
Oh,
anyway, you were a real wild man.
Yes, that's what the ladies at the soda fountain always told me. Ho ho! Ho ho!
Well, the dance floor will be ready for you to tear it up again soon, as long as we can stop talking and get back to work.
Okay.
That wasn't meant to be passive-aggressive, but it probably was.
Oops. Well, before he can tear it up, we need to tear it down.
Are you sure? Yeah, we'll do the old dance floor removal rumba. That was cute.
That's very cute.
That's actually cute.
Adorable.
All right, the dance floor removal rumba later. So we tangoed the weeds away and rumba'd the floor out.
And
everything grew back. Lily,
Wow.
why did you grow everything back when we removed the floor? I'm sorry, I was very inspired. Perfect.
Patron,
I was so
I love that.
inspired. Patron, I grew everything for you. Every seed has germinated. Poof.
Here, it'll make it easier to pull.
Lily the Warlock going, I was so excited about tearing up the floorboard, I'm sorry, I returned spring to the garden. Perfect! Now for the fun part? That dirt floor was really probably good, wasn't it? All right, so we're going to wrap up this one here because that was kind of hilarious. I'm like, how did you grow that much stuff without putting any attention to it at all? Also, it's not smooth and flat anymore. It's got little molehills and stuff in it now. Like, you have changed the landscape. That remove the dance floor rumba was inspiring.
We got it. You're like, whoa.
I shifted the ground. The earth moved.
Right?
All right, so if you like what we do and you enjoyed this video, it would be super cool if you would like, comment, subscribe, potentially point people in our direction that might enjoy our work. And in the meantime, stay safe indoors from this coronavirus time. And please care for yourselves as best you can.
Also each other. Also on top of that, please feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon. We got links down below. And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you.
Bye!